Good morning and welcome to Hiding Behind the Lipstick 3.0 Ministries. Today I want to speak with you about mothering. And I also want to say, welcome back. We've been gone a couple of months for the summer break, dealing with some things and getting our mind and thoughts together. But this is where I left off the last time I spoke with you. And it was in the month of May, and it was right after Mother's Day. And I prepared this, but I never got a chance to deliver it. So today I'm going to deliver it because I think that the message is still very much needed. To all the moms all over the world, please stop what you're doing and turn up the volume and hear this important message. And this message is coming from Ophelia Waters' show, Hiding Behind the Lipstick 3.0. Today, I want to share with you just how important your job as a mother really is. From the time of conception until you leave this world, your job is important. Being a mother is your job. The concept of what and how your mother job changes with the age of your child, but you're still their mother. So the best job that you can do is the best thing that you can do. The children need training and love, training and caring, training and respect, training and more love, support and training, and the list goes on. Mothers, it's important to be a mother. It's more important to be a mother than just lying down with Mr. Duflunky and then conceiving a child. As I forestated, that's the fun and easy part of all of this. 9 months later, when the abdomen and the back pain start and you're in labor for hours, and finally little Susie or Junior comes out to meet the world, and you take the baby home, your mothering begins, and it will last way past the 18th birthday if you are a real mother. But today, so many mothers aren't real or even keeping it real. You wonder how and why I say they're not keeping it real. It's because I get to see it up close and personal every day. Yes, for those of you who didn't know, or don't know rather, that I am a foster parent. So I see it all, and it's unreal the lack of love, training, respect, and basic needs that are too often the reason that children are removed from their homes, or rather their houses. Mothers are the sole responsibility for their children. The children need you to mother, to nurture, and to give them a chance at life. As a Black woman raising children with difficult odds, but not impossible odds, is a challenge, but a challenge that's worth facing for your child. This problem of raising children in the 21st century is much more a challenge than perhaps the times when children could be children. Children could play in a safe environment without the fear of being shot at or even shot. So children stay in the house glued to the Xbox games, the TV shows, or cartoons that have become the new electronic nannies. So we wonder, what is happening to our children? What has gone wrong with our children? Well, may I give you my thoughts and perspectives on this matter? First thing is, mothering has not changed. Mothering has changed. Parenting is jacked up, not the children. Children are still children that need to be trained, need to be raised by responsible adults. May is not only the month that we celebrate Mother's Day, May is also a week. May has a week rather set aside to observe alcohol and drug related birth defects, and it's called the Awareness Week. Beginning on Mother's Day every year, the National Network of Affiliates, along with the NCADD, plays a vital role across the United States in educating people, and especially women, about the dangers of consuming alcohol and drugs during their pregnancies. Please remember, the subject today is mothering. In the United States of America, 20% of pregnant women smoke. That's about 1 million pregnant women. About 18% of the pregnant women drink alcohol, and that's about 750,000 pregnant American women. And 6% of pregnant women use an illicit drug at least once while carrying a child to term. That's about 225,000 pregnant American women. The purpose of this week of awareness is to make women become aware that smoking, drinking, and using drugs can be detrimental to a mother and her unborn child. Prenatal alcohol and drug can result in a range of adverse conditions. A mother that chooses to drink while pregnant can cause her baby to be born with alcohol fetal syndrome, which is the constellation of developmental defects that result from maternal abuse of alcohol while pregnant. This includes infants' facial malformations, growth defects, and affects the central nervous system that can last a lifetime. Approximately 1 out of 100 children born nationwide are adversely affected by prenatal alcohol and drug exposure. This includes children with the full fatal alcohol syndrome, as well as children who may not have had all the external features of the syndrome, but whose brains have been injured. I know that children deserve better. I know they deserve better. Smoking, secondhand smoke, illicit drug use, and even certain prescription drug use while pregnant has been known to cause birth defects. The National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependency, the NCADD, wants to educate mothers and fathers and or your sexual partner to prevent this form of malfunctioning and syndrome happening to any more newborns. We want to stop that from happening. And that's the reason I'm talking to you today about this. The fact that these babies that are born with birth defects have a greater chance and are at risk for future illnesses and long-term disabilities than babies born healthy. The NCADD knows that these tragic births can be prevented if mothers understand the realities of alcohol and drug use during pregnancy. Education, education, educate the mothers. That's the way to stop this. These children that are predisposed to alcohol, drug use, or fatal alcohol spectrum disorder, which is known as FASD, may have symptoms before birth. And some of the symptoms will look like this: small head size, lower than average height, low body weight, difficulties with coordination, low IQ, learning disabilities, hyperactivity, and attention deficit disorders, problems with vision and hearing, kidney, heart, or bone issues. And there is no cure for FASD. This will last a lifetime for this child. If you are a mother and you are pregnant and you are smoking, if you are drinking, if you're doing drugs, if you're abusing prescription medication, please stop. Please seek help, for the life of your unborn baby depends upon you stopping. You can call the Hope Line. Please take this number down. It's 800-662-2255. This is a 24 hours a day line that you can reach. You can talk with someone and they will be happy, more than overjoyed, to get you some help, to help you get to a place where you can get help. The NCADD telephone number is 212-269-7797. Remember, there is a way out, but you first must ask for help. Again, 800-622-2255 or 212-269-7797. 7797. Those are the numbers where you can get some help. Now, the term mother means to bring up a child with care and affection. And mother means to give birth. A mother nurtures an infant or a small child. A mother is the female parent. But what are the characteristics of a mother? A few of those are sources of inspiration. A mother should inspire their child to do well, to succeed. A mother should be hard at work to raise her family and to protect her family. And the mother must have humility. She must have kindness, and she must have simplicity. She must be up to persevere and to tolerate, have a great tolerance for things. Forgiveness and understanding are a few of the characteristics, just to name a few. But hopefully, some of these techniques that I'm sharing will help mothers to become the very best mother that you can be. And by no means have I been perfect, nor have I done all the mothering correct things, because we well know that mothering does not come with a handbook. So many of us, it was and it still is trial and error. But for the mothers that are not meeting the everyday basic needs, please listen to what my experiences and my research has afforded me to share with you. The first key point is patience. Patience. It takes patience to be a good mother, because Lord knows you will be tried. If you are a person who don't have patience, you probably are a person who shouldn't have a whole lot of children. I'm just saying. Learning to have patience takes practice. Learning to take care of you first, then adding children into the mix is probably a good way to go. And just for free, love should be the factor that comes first, then marriage, then the family. In that order will give better results than the other way around. Secondly, consistency is a factor. This helps the child to feel secure. But for the parent, it's the hardest, most difficult thing to do. It's easier to waver from what you say to what you do. It's easier to be the fan parent, the good parent, the understanding parent, but the consistent parent. However, that's not fun at all. But the consistency is needed for the sake of the child. It shows them boundaries. Please be consistent in raising your child. Be forgiving. We all make mistakes, the kids and the parents. Forgiveness is a tool that allows the child to grow and hopefully learn from their mistakes. And then be calm. Be calm. Now, I have a problem with being calm sometimes, so I'm still growing. I'm still a work in progress now. While forgiving is a characteristic, staying calm is a requirement. I'm relearning all of these things as I foster two little boys. When patience is at an all-time low, when you're tired and stressed like a tight rubber band, it's easy to lose your temper. I lose my temper, I scream and I yell. Remember, I'm a work in progress. But there are days that I can manage this calm thing pretty good. And other days, 0 to 100 in 15 seconds. But breathing helps. Deep breathing helps. Walking away helps. And Lord, I just throw up my hands and it helps. And I'm praying for patience and for the calmness effect. So in order to do that, and most definitely much prayer, as I said, helps to keep me calm, makes me a better mama O. Now, being organized is a great factor. Organization is more than toys and clutter minimized. It also means time management. That has always been a key factor in all my life and when I worked outside of the home. And you may need to write everything down to help you keep it together. The touch it once principle has always been a part of my household. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I believe that when I put my hands on it, it's going to its permanent resting place. Especially with groceries from the car to the pantry, my hands only touch the canned goods from the bag to the shelf. Organization. Everything I like to be organized, and everything flows better when there's organization. And then the next factor is loving. Love the babies. Let them feel the love. And this will bring a hug and a smile and encouragement to them to do their very best. Actually, all they're really looking for is love, because a lot of kids don't get it. They've not had it. So therefore, they're looking for love. Be brave. Bravery comes into play when it's time to leave them with the babysitter at the daycare or with pre-K or first grade. When you have to kiss the boo-boos when they get their first shot or their first broken bone, you still have to be brave. When they graduate college and when they get married and when they make you a grandma, you still have to be brave. Remember, stiff upper lip and stick your chest out and be brave. As sad as it is, and I really hate to have to even talk about this, but here goes. There are women out there that we know that just aren't a very good mother. Some are very, very bad mothers, in fact, and some of them don't even deserve the title mother. A woman that has given birth to a child and never bonds with that child. She won't spend time with the child, and then she goes out and have 5 or 6 more children while neglecting all of them. They have no food, they have no utilities at the home, and they are often left to fend for themselves. This is one example of bad mothering. A woman that has a child and the child is born with drug addiction and a sexually transmitted disease, bad mothering. A woman that allows a man to kill, rape, beat, or molest her child, and she's aware of it and does nothing, bad mothering. A woman that will kill her own children for any reason at all, bad mothering. A woman that will kill the father of her children for any reason at all other than self-protection, bad mothering. A woman that will leave her children behind for a career or any reason at all, bad mothering. These are my top 5 bad mothering examples. I may have missed some that you are aware of that I'm not. But my point is, bad mothering is wrong in the sight of man. But more importantly, it is wrong in the sight of God. As mothers, help your children to grow and to learn. Proverbs 29:15 gives us a proper instruction for child rearing. The rod and reproof gives wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. It's important as a mother to give wisdom to a child, but before a mother can pass on wisdom, she must possess wisdom herself. Not only will she be ashamed, she just may end up in a legal situation of neglect, endangering, and any other charges that may be pliable. Mothering now in Proverbs 22:15 lets us know up front that children really need guidance from their parents, and in most families, that's usually the mother. Proverbs 22:15 says, "Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline drives it far from him." Now, I didn't say it, the Bible said it. Folly is foolishness. The rod of correction, well, you know what that is. But parents today have been told by the lawmakers, the psychologists, the counselors that the rod of correction is incorrect for children. So our children are untrained, they're unlearned, and running amok, all because mothering and parenting is gone awry. Tell me, where does this leave the children? Just a little something for your thoughts on today. We as mothers need to get our children under control. while they are yet children. Remember, it takes a village to raise the children. Please remember that if you are carrying a child inside of your body, you can be helped to stop the alcohol and drug addiction. Call 844-244-3171. You can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and the call is toll free. And the call is confidential. Call your local state office, which can help you with state-funded treatment programs. You can call Linda McCorkle at 615-532-7803, or you can email her at linda.mccorkle@10.gov. You can find this information and more on the Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. Thank you for listening to Hiding Behind the Lipstick 3.0 Ministry. I am your host, Ophelia Waters. And until next time, be healthy and seek wise counseling for mothering your babies.